Now let us cut the down part of the gown. A-line gown with tail, cut together tail. That is what I'm going to cut now. So remember, we have already cut the upper part of this dress. So I'm minusing the half length. Our half length is 17. So I'm minusing the half length, minus 17. The hip line is between 24 and 26. Then the knee is going to be between 26 and 28. So I'll extend the line to the back, 26 and 38. This line at the back is 26 and 38. So we'll add our waist measurements. Remember, we are snatching the waist with 2 inches, and the person measurement is 36. So I'm minusing 2 inches from 36, making it 34. So the waist measurement is going to be 34. 34 divided by 4, we have 8.5 plus 2 inches allowance. I'm not going to put that allowance here because the upper part of it is corset form, and I make full corset gown. It's going to be like top. So there is no need of fixing that at the down part of the dress. So I'm only adding the 2 inches measurement for the sewing. Then the hip is 46. 46 divided by 46 or 47. 47. The hip is 47. 47 divided by 4, we have 11.7. So I'm marking it in between the lines of 24, between 24 and 26. That is where I'm marking my hip measurements. I'm marking 47 plus 2 inches allowance. Then come to the knee area. Whatever is the hip measurement, that is what you put here without putting allowance. So the hip measurement is 47. I'm marking 47 here, in between 36 and 38, and I will not add 2 inches allowance. So this is the original measurement. Let me join it so that it will be very well understood. So I'm joining the lines. Joining the lines so that it will be ahead. So look at how it's going to be. But there is reason I mark this line at the back, for me to get that shape so that the person bumper will shoot out. So because of that, our zip allowance is going to be 1.5. 1.5. This is the zip allowance. This is the zip allowance. Before I forget, I folded this dress before the video. I used the hip measurement of the person after folding the clothes into 4. The hip measurement of the person is 47, and I add extra 8 inches. 8 inches. Then because of the back is going to have cut together tail, you can do it anyhow you want it, but I'll be using 9 inches. 9 inches depends on how big your dress is going to be. So the length of the dress, I will determine where I want, how long I want the tail to be. So now, if the full measurement of the person is minus 17, her full measurement is 62. How close? Her full measurement is 62. This is 62. And because it's a lace material, I don't want it to be too long. The mouth is not going to be too folded. I'll just add 1 inch to it. Just 1 inch allowance. So you see, I still have allowance where I'll do my tail, cut together tail. So So I have about 11 to 12 inches down here, and remember the side is going to be 9 inches. That is what I will use, 9 inches. So let's come to the upper part of the dress. Remember, I extend this line to the back. The reason, because I want to eliminate 1 inch from the nail. I'm taking off 1 inch from the back nail, and I will insert it here. Okay, I will insert it here. So let's connect it this way. This is how it's going to be, and this one I will join it to the hip measurement. I'll join it to the hip measurement this way. So let's go to the down part of the dress. I like to have a little bit curve at the knee, just slant. It's not be too much, it will not be too much, just small curve here. Just small, it will not be too much. Then from there I'll connect it to the down for the A line. So this is my A line. Then from this part I'll connect it this way too. From that 1 inch, connect your back tail this way. All the way down. So come to the down part. Remember, I have 12 inches here. Then from 2 inches here, just draw my tail the way I want it. Just like this. This is how the tail is going to be. So let me cut. Because I cut the front and I marked the front and the back together, I'm going to cut the back first. Then remove the front and the trim wherever I want to trim at the front. So let's cut the back first. So we'll start from the back tail. Cut the back first. Just stay one place. One shape of it. I'm done cutting the back. Look at the way it is. Look at the shape. Look at how it is. This is the tail. Look at how it is. I will notch my zip allowance. The next thing is to remove the front and trim the necessary parts I needed. I need to trim out this 1 inch here. This 1 inch I added. I removed 1 inch from the under bust, under the hip, from the nail part. I removed 1 inch to have that shape, to see that, so that when your client wear it, you'll be seeing the real shape out instead of all this error. So I took off 1 inch here and I added it this part. Remember to always add it. If you remove it here, add it so that it will not short while sewing it. So let me take off the front one so that I can be able to cut out all the excesses that I don't want. So I've taken off the back. So this is my front now, the front A line. So what I will do is to cut out this tail because I don't need it. I'll cut it out. Cut it out. Now cut out this one too because I don't need it. So this is your A line. This is the front of the A line. Cut